Daonte's birthday was this past Monday, and for his birthday, he decided to start another GoFundMe. He started a GoFundMe like a month or so ago after he had to take off 6 months of work from his normal job so he could raise money to go see his son and just kind of get by for the next 6 months. His people really showed up for his last GoFundMe. I think he had like a $2,000 goal. He ended up raising like close to $1,500, I believe. So he decided to start another GoFundMe trying to raise money for legal expenses to fight for custody of his son. He said, the only thing I want for my birthday, as I say here on my birthday, I've been quiet for a while now, just isolating, sitting in quietness, working on my physical and mental health and doing everything that I need to do. And he said, I have been completely erased from my child's life as if I don't even exist, as if I never mattered, or if my presence is no longer needed in his life as a father, I cannot continue to sit back and watch that. I may not be the most popular person in the world. I may make horrible decisions, but can't nobody in this world tell me that I'm not a great father, and there's nothing in this world that I would not do or that's more important than my child and the bond with him. Not a woman, not fame, not clout, and not popularity, not money, none of it. I know I've done this once before, but at this point I know exactly what I'm up against. People with more resources, money, and assets. So he decided to start a GoFundMe, and this time he's trying to raise $6,500, and he said support Daonte's battle for fatherhood. And as I previously reported, Addy ended up filing for a restraining order against him, and they have a hearing for that on May 5th, and they have a custody hearing in June. So I think this is Daonte just trying to prepare and get a lawyer and make sure he has all his ducks in a row for this custody arrangement. When I screenshot his GoFundMe, he had raised $140 of his $6,500 goal. I believe it's now around like $165 that he's raised so far. But shortly after he announced his GoFundMe on his birthday, not even hours later, somebody decided to start a fake GoFundMe. So Daonte posted and said, Lord have mercy, this is some sick shit right here. Do not, I repeat, do not donate anything to this page right here. This is not me. It's very evident by the incorrect spelling of my name. People in this world are sick as F to use mine and my child's image to take advantage of people. Folks, if it's not posted on my personal page, then it's not me. And he showed here that the fake GoFundMe on the left, you can see the organizer of the GoFundMe, and they spelled Daonte's name wrong. They spelled D-E-O instead of D-A-O. And then it said the organizer is from Myrtle. I always say it wrong. I think it's Myrtle Beach. You guys always clock me when I say it wrong. I believe it's Myrtle Beach and South Carolina. And what's interesting is Addy is from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And even Daonte posted that and pointed that out. He didn't say straight up that Addy was the person who did it, but he said, look, I only know one person who's from Myrtle Beach, so it's pretty obvious who it is. And then Addy ended up responding, and she said, I don't know what anybody's talking about, but I don't even know how to make a GoFundMe, and I definitely don't know how to make a fake one. I'm tired of this stupid mess. And I'm confused how they're going to even be able to cash it out under a fake name. I did see that it raised like $60, but from what I've heard, usually you got to use the same name on the GoFundMe that you use on your bank account. Maybe I don't know. I don't have any experience from GoFundMes, but that's from what I've heard before. And if it's not the same name on your bank account, then you have to set up like, oh, this is the person raising the money, but this is the person that's going to be getting it, if you know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, she said, I've kept my mouth shut, but I'm not arguing with anybody who can't even afford their own lawyer and is begging people for money so they can take somebody to court. Courts also look at finances in a custody case, and having a GoFundMe so you can afford a lawyer doesn't look very good, all while continuously bashing somebody who has left you alone is harassment, and May 6th all this will stop. I'm so tired of being talked about when I've left him alone. And then Daonte ended up going live and addressing the fake GoFundMe and just warning people, please do not donate to this GoFundMe. And then suddenly he posted that the GoFundMe had suddenly disappeared. And I think he's kind of hinting, okay, I think now that this person's been clocked, they decided to take it down. I think it was either that Or I think it was likely because so many people reported the GoFundMe once he told them that somebody made this GoFundMe that wasn't him. Addy then posted, he's now having females harassing me on their pages. I'm not responding to this BS. I'm going to let the court handle this because I will no longer be threatened. If anything ever happens to me, y'all know who is behind it. And I have proof. Ladies, please watch who you have a baby with. And Alyssa, Chance's baby mama, she commented and she said, I never disrespected Taylor for the simple fact that she's the mother of his child. Another reason that we never really had any drama. Then Addy shared like this quote talking about, oh, when you finally meet a man that don't bring you no drama, only peace, who don't have you out here looking embarrassed, who don't mind spending time with you, who loves to be under you on his free time, who makes you feel protected and safe, who don't keep your mind wondering, don't let you go to sleep mad and lifts you up on your bad days. Take care of that man and have his back. And she said, I love the one I got. I walked through so much hell and found my light at the end of the tunnel, and now I'm getting married. I mean, I'm happy for her. This is really her person, but I still just feel like they're rushing in on this marriage part. Like, I know when some people first meet, they're just in that honeymoon stage so much that they just want to rush and get married. Because Addy was the same way with Daonte. She wanted to rush and have a baby with Daonte, and we can look and see how that turned out, rushing things. So I think she kind of needs to slow her roll and just enjoy the engagement for a little while and give it a couple years before they try to rush getting married. Then Addy posted a picture with her dog Chanel, who went missing last week, and she said, I'm so incredibly happy to have my girl back, and she's feeling better. And like she revealed, the dog just had surgery and lost 2 toes after it got into some kind of accident when it got out. I'm assuming it likely got hit by a car or something. And then Daonte responded and he said, as much as random people come for me and attack me 24/7 about every little thing, to be crying now because people are coming for you now is crazy work. I guess I'm just behind everything in some people's minds. Whatever works for you, I guess. Then Daonte posted, the one thing I hate the most in this world is crocodile tears. Hashtag real eyes, real eyes, real lies. And that's pretty much it, guys. So like I said, this GoFundMe, the fake GoFundMe, is now down at this time. It looks like Daonte's work and trying to get it taken down has been successful. But let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. And thank you guys so much for watching.